The wolf was about to knock on the door when...
Hello! Is there anyone home?
Curses! The hunter is coming. He's been after me. I'd better not let him see me.
Who's there?
A hunter, my friend. I'm on my way to the woods, and I just wanted to see how you were feeling today.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Won't you come in? Lift the latch yourself. I'm too weak to get out of bed.
I'll only stay a moment. There. Well, how are you today?
Feeling much better, my dear. Thank you for stopping by. Won't you have some tea?
Not now, thank you, but perhaps in a few hours on my way back.
That would be nice, but I may be sleeping then.
I'll look in, and if you're asleep, I'll pass by another time. Goodbye now.
Goodbye.
She's alone again. Now it's my turn.
Who's there?
It is
I, Little Red Riding Hood. I brought you cake and cookies and jellies and jams. Open the door, Grandmother.
How lovely of you to come, my dear. Just lift the latch and come in. What a lovely surprise.
The surprise?
is on you. Here I come.
But you're not... Oh, help! Help!
No use to shout, the hunter is gone. And now, dear lady, you shall be my dinner.
And with that, the wolf ran right to the bed and swallowed up Grandmother in one gulp. Meanwhile, out in the forest.
I have such a beautiful bouquet of flowers for Grandmother now. I'd better be on my way before it gets too late.
Little Red Riding Hood walked through the woods until she came to her grandmother's house.
That must be Little Red Riding Hood.
Yes, who's there?
It's Red Riding Hood, Grandmother. I've brought all kinds of wonderful things for you to eat to make you feel well again.
Just a moment, my dear.
You must trick her, but how? I know. I'll put on Grandmother's nightdress, the nightcap, and get into bed. It's dark in here, and the child will never know it's me until it's too late.
May I come in, Grandmother?
Oh, certainly, my dear. Do come in. I'm here in bed making something nice for you to wear. Well, my dear, how nice of you to come to visit your poor old grandmother.
I've brought you some food that Mother and I made for you. Some cookies and cakes and jams and jellies and preserves. Would you like to see them?
Oh, yes, my dear. Would you come a little closer?
Yes, Grandmother. Goodness, it's dark in here. Wouldn't you like some light?
No, thank you, my dear. It hurts my poor old eyes. Come closer.
All right, Grandmother. Are you sure you feel all right? You don't exactly look like yourself.
I don't.
I'd better pull the covers up over my face.
Yeah, I don't. Why, it's probably this terrible cold. Do come closer, my pet.
Here I am, Grandmother. My, Grandmother, what big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what big hands you have.
The better to
Catch hold of you with, my dear.
And Grandmother, what big teeth you
Better
have.
to eat you with, my dear.
And with that, the wolf sprang out of bed and swallowed Little Red Riding Hood whole. Then he went back to bed, fell fast asleep, and soon was snoring loudly. In a little while, the hunter passed the house on his way back home.
Ah, she's asleep. I'll just go by and return some other day. That's a strange bit of snoring for the old woman. Perhaps something is the matter. I will go in to look. What? The wolf? Asleep? I've been hunting him for a long time. Where's my gun? Ah, 1, 2... But wait, maybe he's eaten the old woman, and maybe I can still save her.
The hunter took a knife and began to cut open the sleeping wolf. At first, he saw the little red cloak of Red Riding Hood. After a few more slashes, the little girl jumped out.
Oh, how dark it was inside the wolf. I was frightened. Oh, thank you.
Next, the grandmother climbed out.
Thank you, my dear. Now, how about that cup of tea?
Then the hunter gathered some big stones. He put them inside the wolf, and then...
Time to wake up. What's this, hunter? You? But you won't catch hold of me. Get away from me.
The wolf tried to get up and run away, but the heavy stones inside him dragged him back, and he fell down dead. And so, Little Red Riding Hood's adventure ended. She came to visit her grandmother often with cakes and jams and jellies. And soon the grandmother was well and strong again, strong enough to make many, many more beautiful cloaks for Little Red Riding Hood.
She's on her way to Grandma's house, Little Red Riding Hood, who's baked a basket full of cakes, sweet